Hey everyone! So, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be ranking all of the cities and towns in Kanto. Why? Because I just recently made a region review of Kanto. Essentially, after making that review video, I thought it would be fun if I just gave you my subjective opinion about the cities and towns in Kanto. In the review, I do try to be a little bit more objective, but this video, we're gonna get into my personal opinions. Anyway, I'm Sabrina and you're watching Saffron City TV. Okay, welcome back. How about I already told y'all what we were doing today, so let me just go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the tiers all here from Tier Maker. Woo! All right, so the weird wonky wonk thing about it is that I have no way to point my camera to be facing at me while I am looking at the screen. So y'all are just gonna have to deal with me pivoting a little bit. I'm gonna pivot this way and then pivot back and then pivot this way, and I'm sorry. Anyway, here we have the very first tier is going to be the S tier. It is the very best, like no one ever was. Next up is the A tier. I would travel across this land in a heartbeat, mind you. We've got the B tier with, it's pretty all right. It's pretty good. I like it. We've got the C tier, which is meh. It needs some work. It's meh. We've got the D tier, not my favorite. Definitely not a fan. And then we've got the F tier. Straight bull honky. If a city or town makes it in the bull honky tier, that's no bueno. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Pallet Town. Yes, Pallet Town. So, Pallet Town is super iconic. Actually, most of the cities and towns in Kanto are super iconic. They're all very memorable. I don't think that there's a single city. Nope, there's one. I was gonna say, I don't think that there's one that I would forget about or that isn't memorable, but no, there's at least one because I almost forgot it whenever I was making this tier list. We'll get to that one here in a second, but Pallet Town was not one of those. Pallet Town is the very first city that you would ever be in the Pokemon franchise, as a whole. I mean, even the anime, the first city that you see, I believe would be Pallet Town. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put Pallet Town in A. I would travel across this land. I do think that it's super awesome, but I don't know if for me personally Pallet Town has enough flair for it to be the very best like no one ever was. I mean, it's cool, it's memorable, it's iconic, so I would definitely travel across this land. Next up, we've got Viridian City, which is the second town or city you would visit in Kanto. It's okay, I don't hate it, but I'm not a huge fan of Viridian City. It's kind of cute, it's kind of quaint, but outside of the gym being locked up and it being Giovanni's gym, it's kind of boring. There's not a whole lot going on there, so yeah. I'm gonna have to put Viridian City in the meh, it's alright tier, or meh, needs work tier. Okay, next up we've got Pewter City, which is right here. And this is the one I almost forgot to put in the video. I forgot about Pewter. I don't know why, but yeah, I totally forgot about Pewter. And what sucks is that the Pewter Museum is there. That's where the very first gym that you can actually go into. It's where Brock's gym is. And I forgot about it. Well, okay, I almost forgot about it. I didn't completely forget about you, Pewter. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, outside of the museum, it is kind of boring. There's not way too much going on there, but it's still pretty iconic. I'm also gonna put it in the meh needs work tier because, yeah, in the C tier because, I mean, if I almost forgot about it and I just got done making a Kanto region review, that's not good. That's not good. So yeah, sorry Pewter City, but you're going to have to go into the meh needs work tier. I don't know. I feel like if they had put just anything in that city to make it just slightly more exciting, I probably wouldn't have forgotten about it. But honestly, I shouldn't have forgotten about it at all because, yeah, that's freaking Brock's Gym's city. So that might be an ouchie on my part. But this is all my opinion. So yeah. Next up, we have Cerulean City. Oh yes, Cerulean City, the city where you battle Misty. I like the way it looks in the Let's Go games. I think that the Let's Go games definitely gave it a more water feel, what with the roofs looking like scales. I really like it. I think it's really cute. However, I don't really like the fact that the way that it's laid out is so weird. So like, in order to like leave the city, you have to go through a home, like somebody's home that has been broken into by Team Rocket. Like they busted in, ransacked the place, blew a hole in the wall. And the only way that you can get out of Cerulean City is if you go through these people's house and walk through the hole in the wall. Like, could you imagine if you were those people? Like having a 10-year-old and their Pikachu just walk through your house like, sorry, I'm just gonna step right over this. Yeah, I have to get to Vermilion. Surely there's gotta be another way to leave the city, because what would have happened if Team Rocket didn't bust a hole in their wall? Like, how else would you get out of Cerulean? It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. I mean, it makes sense for like the story in Kanto, but outside of that, how do people get out of the city? So yeah, that I'm gonna have to put Cerulean in. It's pretty all right, but it could have easily went into the C tier. Man needs work. Yeah. I mean, the only reason it's in the B tier is because it's really cute and it's really quaint in the Let's Go games, and I really love the way that the city looks. But yeah, it just barely made it into the B tier. It probably should belong in the C tier, but I just like the way it looks. All right, next up we have Vermilion City. Vermilion City. Oh yes, a cute little orange coastal town. I really like it. I think it's super cute. But I have my problems with it too. Like, why can't you get into the gym before visiting the SSN? Like, why is there a cut tree there? Does everybody have to cut that tree down? Why does the tree keep growing back? Like, why wouldn't the developers just let you go to the gym before going on the SSN? Like, that whole thing doesn't make much sense to me. And I feel every time I visit Vermilion, I have FOMO. All right, like I want to know, what is this construction site? What are y'all building here? I want to know. We don't know. It's been under construction for over 20 years, y'all. What is being built in Vermilion City? I need somebody to tell me now before I get angry, okay? What is going on? Why are we not completing this construction project? Like, what is it supposed to freaking be? It should be done by now. All right, I get it. It's just a man and his machop. But still, I have FOMO about it. I want to know. I feel like, well, I guess FOMO isn't really the word because nobody else is getting to know either. I guess we're all missing out here. But I particularly am very curious as to know what is going on in Vermilion. Why are there trees there that don't need to be there? And why is it taking so long for this man to build this whatever is going to be in Vermilion? I don't know. So Vermilion is going to have to go into the C tier as well. I know, I'm sorry. Meh, it needs work. No, it literally does need work. Like, they need to finish working in Vermilion. Okay, next up we have the next one on the docket. Is going to be Lavender Town. Yes, Lavender Town. I love Lavender Town. Who doesn't love Lavender Town? The song that plays in Lavender Town is so iconic. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. And then even the music that plays in the Pokemon Tower. The Pokemon Tower is probably like the most memorable thing that you do in Kanto to me. And I think a lot of people vibe with me on that. I love the spooky, ghosty stuff going on there. So because I think Lavender Town is so iconic and I love it so much and everybody else loves it so much, despite it being a teeny tiny little town without much else to do in it other than visit Mr. Fuji. Good guy. He's a great man. We appreciate Mr. Fuji around here. Lavender Town is going to go in the S tier. Yes, it is the very best, like no one ever was. You tell me, what is another city that is as iconic as Lavender Town, that is as memorable as Lavender Town? I bet you could probably name me maybe like one or two. But honestly, Lavender's the GOAT. What can I say? All right, next up we've got Cerulean City. Dude, Cerulean City is awesome. I love Cerulean City. I love the Cerulean City department store. I love the game corner. I love the fact that you can get an EV there before the Let's Go games. I really love the fact that the Team Rocket hideout is there. I like Erica. I like Erica's gym. I love that this place feels very like a large, robust city, but then there's also these quaint little park-like areas in the south of the town that's got a lot of greenery and bushes and trees and still makes it feel like it's a city that's also embracing nature, and I really like that about Celadon. And to me personally, for Celadon City, it may not be as iconic as Lavender Town, but it's pretty up there. I think as far as Kanto is concerned, Celadon is one of the best like no one ever was. Okay, like Celadon is super cool. I love Celadon. I think it's a cool place. And I like visiting it. I always look forward to visiting Celadon City. Every time I play a game in Kanto, I'm always like, when can I get to Celadon? I want to get to Celadon like yesterday. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. All right, moving on next. What's the next one we got here? Is going to be... Wait, what the heck? Oh my gosh, y'all. I accidentally put Cinnabar Island. See, Pewter got forgotten again. I put the wrong. I put Cinnabar Island in the Met Needs Work category, and it was supposed to be Pewter. I forgot Pewter again. Poor Pewter. I messed up on Pewter again. Maybe Pewter needs to like go to D tier. If I keep forgetting about it, tells you how memorable Pewter is for me. Whoopsie, my bad. No, it's okay. Pewter can. I think I've disrespected Pewter City enough. It can just stay in the tier it's in. Whoops. All right. Next up, we've got. I feel like Saffron City can go next. Saffron City, pretty cool place. Yeah. I think so. Is what my channel's named after. To be completely honest, the only reason that I chose Saffron City TV as the name of my channel as opposed to any other city is because the gym leader there is Sabrina and my name is Sabrina and we both like psychic types and I thought about this very hard. Yeah, it was a well thought out thing. But yeah, I mean, Saffron City is a cool place. I still don't think it's as iconic or interesting or memorable as Lavender Town and Celadon City, though I do love Saffron. Saffron holds a special place in my heart, so I am going to put Saffron City in. I would travel across this land. I like the fact that Silphco is there. I like the fact that you know, in the Gen 4 games, you can go to Goldenrod from Saffron. I think it's kind of interesting that Goldenrod is yellow and Saffron is yellow. I thought that was kind of nifty. And I like the fact that there's a fighting dojo there. I love the fact that Sabrina lives there. I like that Mr. Psychic's house is there. So there's a lot of good things about Saffron City that I personally really appreciate, but I still don't think Saffron is as iconic as Lavender and Celadon. Anyway, moving on. We've got Fuchsia. Yes, Fuchsia City, where there is a Pokemon Zoo. There is the Safari Zone or Go Park or Pal Park or whatever. And an old man there wants you to find his gold teeth. So that's pretty interesting. He's pretty funny. I like that guy. He's pretty goofy. He's my type of goofy. Anyway, Fuchsia is so cool because I also look forward to going to Fuchsia in the games as well, because I'm always like, when can I get to the Safari Zone? I want to go to the dang Safari Zone. That's how I feel. So yeah, I do like Fuchsia. I like how you get to Fuchsia. You have like a couple of different ways you can get there, and both of the routes being like Route 17, the bike route, and Route 12 with the Silent Bridge. Those are two different pathways that you can get to Fuchsia City, and I think it's really cool. I like the city itself. I like that in the Let's Go games, the houses there are like very traditional Japanese houses. I love the aesthetic. I think it looks really cool. Fuchsia, I would travel across this land. I always look forward to Fuchsia. And then finally, we have Cinnabar Island. Once again, I'm sorry, Pewter City. You did not deserve the disrespect. Cinnabar Island is pretty nifty. It was a volcano. There is the Cinnabar lab there where you can get your fossils restored, and then there's the burned down mansion. You can like find out some lore about Mew and Mewtwo. Cinnabar has lore like inherent in its DNA, and I love that about Cinnabar. But me personally, it's still not as cool as places like Saffron, like Lavender Town, like Celadon, not quite as iconic as Pallet Town, and I like Fuchsia better just because there's more to do in Fuchsia. So I am going to put Cinnabar Island in B. It's pretty all right. It's pretty cool. Outside of the Pokemon Mansion and the gym, though, I mean, if you're going to go restore your fossils, that is a very quick process. It's not like there's like a mini game associated with restoring your fossils or anything. So like, yeah, it takes like 2 seconds, get your fossil restored, get out of there. The burned down mansion is pretty cool. The Pokemon Mansion is pretty cool. And it's just my opinion. But as you can see, none of the Kanto cities and towns made it into not my favorite, not a fan, though I'm sure I could probably make an argument as to why Pewter deserves to be there, but I'm not going to disrespect that place any more than I already have. And then none of the Kanto cities and towns made it into the bull honky category because all of them are super iconic. All of them are super memorable, except Pewter, apparently. And I love all of the cities and towns in Kanto. That's why I gave it a 5 in my Kanto region review. And, well, I gave that category a 5 anyway in the Kanto region review. It'll be at the cards at the end of the video. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching me rank these Kanto cities and towns. I do strongly suggest that you check out my Kanto region review. And if you liked this video, make sure that you leave me a like. It goes a long way. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year and hopefully get monetized. That is the goal right now. And so I'm very close to that goal. If you wouldn't mind, subscribe to help me out, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this from me. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!